I'm Ryan Milton from Team Flex. Today, we're going to be looking at NPC figure. We're going to look at a full class that contains an overall figure winner. If you want to be a figure competitor, you're trying to figure out what the judges are looking for right now, what the criteria really is, and ultimately how you can do better on stage, this video is for you. Hang out. We got a lot coming and a lot of good knowledge for you on here. This is actually the NPC Midwest Natural also. So natural figure competitors, hang out with me. We got a lot to talk about. This is our figure class A right here. And basically this is all three competitors that were in this class. You know, with the figure division in general, it's a smaller division most of the time. It's not uncommon that you could go to your figure event and, you know, your class be a bit smaller. Doesn't change any of the hard work you've done or anything else. You know, it doesn't discredit any of that. I want to make sure that everybody knows that if you're out there doing figure. All right, so here we have Shannon. She's right in the middle. A little hard to see my pen on this kind of crazy background here, but we'll work through it. She is the overall winner, this class winner. We have Kailee over here, and then we have Jessica over here as well. Let's take a look now at these three and, go over some criteria. So basically, you know, figure division is all about having the most dramatic V taper that you can. So that comes from a narrow waist, developing your shoulders, bringing up your lats, doing everything that you can do there to create a more dramatic V taper look. The better of a V taper you can get, the better you're going to do in this division. Lower body wise, really what they want to see, symmetry. Okay, so your quads, and your hamstrings, your glutes, everything's got to match what's going on up top. And we'll see that throughout this video as we go. Shannon here, she has really good shape overall, great shoulder development. You can tell that front delt's developed, the lateral delt is definitely filled out. That is key and critical. That's what really creates, that width up top that every figure competitor is going to want to have. These shoulders are not like bikini shoulders. They're not like wellness shoulders, definitely not like fit model shoulders. This is a division for the ladies that like to have a little bit more of that deltoid size. And she's definitely got a good shape there. Her bicep and tricep are not detracting. Clearly, she has some good muscle mass going on there, and that's key in this division. You can also see a little bit of her lats from the front here. She doesn't have a humongous lat spread from the front, but that's okay. Not every competitor does, and it doesn't really hurt your physique too bad, right? Because really what comes down to is creating a very symmetrical, tapered look. She has super narrow waist, and that is great to create, that width, that development, that structure. As we look lower body, what you can really see is good development in the quads. Overall, her conditioning is, spot on, where we see just a little bit of separations going on here. No deep cuts, no grainy, no striations, nothing crazy. But we do see a little bit of that good, separation and muscle development. She is up, down, left, and right for sure, very symmetrical. And that's honestly probably how she is, winning this class. Keep in mind, everybody here is a natural figure competitor, which I know a lot of people say, oh, that can't be done. Well, NPC is doing it. People are doing it. These ladies are doing it. And they're doing it in a big way. So congratulations to Shannon and everybody else in here. We'll talk about some more. Let's continue on. So we have Kailee over here, okay? So Kailee, overall good shoulder shape, again leading to that V taper, pulls in at the waist, good lat width, everything is there. Quad development for sure there, very symmetrical, very complete look. What I am seeing right away is a little bit less muscle, right? So not as much fullness in the deltoids, not as much even width in the lats there, not as much fullness in the legs. So for her, it's probably, just bringing up a little bit more size, and that's going to be the thing. And most of the time in figure, to be honest, I know from coaching a lot of figure competitors, a lot of the times the feedback you do get is to grow. And honestly, even for Shannon, who's the overall winner here, right? If she wants to continue to advance, continue to get a pro card, attempt to get a pro card or get one, she's going to have to come up in size as well, right? So, that's kind of how figure is. It's bodybuilding. Don't forget, like all these ladies are bodybuilding here. They're building their bodies. And that's, again, how you get to that figure, division is you continue to grow. Jessica over here, third place in this class. We can see good overall shoulder shape, good width from the lats, a little bit of a, more density into her arms, good V taper here. And lower body is looking pretty dense as well, more filled out, more muscle there, but also her conditioning is a little bit softer than the other two in the class. So that does tend to happen with athletes, right? Everybody's going to bring a different look to stage. She's one that probably can benefit from building a little bit more shoulder, probably pulling this waist in a little bit more with condition and tightening up the lower body, right? We can see that there's not really as many lines, separation, things like that going on there that, if she had that would be an advantage to her. So that's how you kind of advance your way up in this class and continue to move forward. But keep in mind, all the videos I do, all the content I'm talking about, all these athletes we feature are great representations of what happens on real stages every single day. I'm just further trying to highlight for all of you watching what actually is being, going on these stages and how you can apply it. By the way, with that, if you want to actually get some expert opinions, expert help, come do my free coaching trial, right? I don't only do these reviews. I'm also a coach, very successful coach, done it a long time, coached literally thousands of athletes over the years successfully. And you can come along and do my free trial free for 7 days. You pull up your phone right now, type that in. It'll take you 1 minute to set this up and you'll be in my online platform. It is simply something you don't want to miss. I can give you, feedback on your physique. I can build you training splits with actual exercises, everything there. I can help you with your nutrition, your posing, answer all your questions, whatever it is. It's free for 7 days. You don't put credit card info in. You don't put anything in there that's going to charge you. It doesn't automatically charge you at the end of 7 days. I'm not even trying to sell you anything. I just want to help you. That's why I do this channel. I make these videos to try to help you do better on stage. And if you want to come over there and get a full experience, this is the place to do it. No better place than to come actually train with me. And, you get the cheat codes, you get the shortcuts, you get to really get a lot of great stuff out of it. So don't miss out. Let's take a look from the back now. Again, our three ladies in this class here, and what we can see overall is everything I just mentioned from the front is still relevant in the back. Figure division's all about that V tapered look. So pulling that look through in every single way, that's what judges look for in the front. That's what they're looking for in the back. And we can see Shannon's got really good shoulder development. She's got good rear delts here. She's got not only good width to the lats, but also some depth, right? That's another thing figure competitors you really want to pay attention to is more depth in the back indicates to judges, okay, that's a well-trained athlete. They're clearly building a lot of muscle. They're bringing a lot of muscle into, their back in not only just width, but also depth. That's muscle maturity, everything else. Looking lower body-wise, very symmetrical here. I would honestly say she probably needs to tighten it up a little bit, build a little bit more upper glute, overall glute, just tighten up that lower body a bit. But really, she's got a pretty complete figure look. And again, she's winning the class, winning the overall here at this event. Keep in mind, natural competitor. So for those that say you can't do it, you can definitely do it. It's happening, it's happening right here. And I coach naturally, do it very, very successfully with athletes on stage every single weekend. So, it absolutely can be done. Now looking at Kailee here, okay. So Kailee has good overall shoulder shape. She tapers in very well, good width to the lats and depth to the back as well. She is showing just a little bit leaner, so maybe a little bit of that muscle showing depleted. That can happen. Good overall lower body structure, glute shape and hamstrings. Everything is balanced and matching. That's what you want to see. Remember, it's up, down, left, and right, symmetry and figure division. What is looking different is, she's a little bit leaner, a little bit more of a depleted look, not as full in the muscles. But again, between first and second, it's generally very, very close. Looking over at Jessica here from the back. So Jessica, again, great frame, good overall shape. Really her main thing would be conditioning to just tighten up the lower body a bit, tighten up the quads, the glutes, up into the upper body, even the back, everything there. She has good frame, good shape overall, but sometimes, the feedback that you need is conditioning, and that's what you got to do. And figure it's going to be one of the two, sometimes both. You either got to build more or you got to get that condition right. So Jessica there, probably a little bit more conditioning. For Shannon, if she wants to move up, try to go get a pro card, stuff like that, more muscle shape, more density, more shoulders, more lats, more depth to the back, more even conditioning on her physique. All those things are what is being favored in figure division, which, is a very exciting division. I wish it would grow more. Figure ladies, tap into the comments, let me know what shows you're doing, what show you've done. If you want me to review your show, what you think of figure direction. And also, let's just applaud these ladies for, doing a figure natural class here. That's awesome and phenomenal job to everybody representing the sport and helping teach the audience. That's why I do this. That's why I make the channel. That's why I make the show. So 75% of you are not subscribed to my channel, which is honestly, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of a little bit, depressing. So if you are watching the channel and you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, hang out with me. Thanks for watching. Coach Ryan is out.